This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Jeremy Wolf.
Hello, friends and family. Welcome back to another episode of the Good Neighbor Podcast. I am your host, of course, Jeremy Wolf, and today I am joined by two lovely gentlemen. We have a couple of good neighbors, Isaac Andrade and Caden Davidian. Did I get it right?
Yeah. Got it. You nailed it.
Yes.
First try.
I'm getting pretty good at this stuff. Yeah, I must say so myself. So Isaac and Caden join us from Chips Mobile Car Wash. Guys,
Yes,
welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you having us here.
Well, it's our pleasure. And thanks, as always, to our listeners for tuning in. So, guys, why don't we start off from the top? Tell our listeners a little bit about Chips Mobile Car Wash.
Yeah, sure. So basically, Chips Mobile Car Wash, it's a company that me and my buddy Caden started about 7-8 months ago now. And we were sitting around trying to figure out just what we can do to create a side business, something that we can do to take up our time and be productive and even adapt a new skill. And we were just sitting around one night, just hanging out like boys do. And we were like, hey, man, like, you want to get a bucket and some soap and knock on some doors and wash some cars? And we were like, yeah, sure, let's do it. So we did it, and then it turned into one thing, and then we bought this, and then we found this whole Instagram community on it, and we got added to group chats. We met new people. Next thing you know, we got business cards, we got T-shirts, we got hats, and now we're just washing cars every week. And like, it was totally something that was just supposed to be like easy side cash, a second income, and it turned into Chips Nation. Like it's grown to be something that we truly enjoy, and like be able to like create a business, start something like with your best friend. Like we just have a good time. Like we set up the tripod, we're taking videos all day, we're throwing water at each other, and then we're getting paid for it. Like it's honestly, it's a great time.
I love the passion, the entrepreneurial spirit. This is really good stuff, guys. Caden, I feel like I don't know why, but I feel like your name sounds familiar. The car wash sounds familiar. Did you ever go to a networking group at Plantation Preserve, the golf course? Is that?
I don't know if I went specifically for Chips. We haven't done any separate marketing events for the car wash company, but I've worked various jobs. Like I worked for the city of Pembroke Pines as a lifeguard for a while as well. So I've definitely been there, at some point.
Okay. Now, for some reason, the name Caden and car washing sounded familiar. I feel like I met somebody named Caden. It must have been a different person and a different business, but I'm pretty sure it was a detailing company. So I got my wires crossed there. So how long have you guys known each other for? Are you friends since youth?
We started actually as lifeguards together at the YMCA. Yeah. Started working together in about 2015, I think.
Yeah.
So ever since then, we've been good friends. We've gone to school together. We're both trying to be firefighters right now too, as well. So, it's really been a journey for both of us.
So this business, this is not the end goal with you guys. You both want to be firefighters?
Yes, sir.
Very, very cool. What drove the passion to want to be firefighters?
You go first.
There's a lot of books there.
Yeah, you go first on that one.
I think, and I think I'm speaking for both of us here. It stems from when we were both really young. Ever since we were kids, we've always had passions in like community service programs. I was in the Boy Scouts when I was younger. We both played sports growing up and took place in a lot of community events. And I think that's what really sparked it for both of us until we got to the point where we were going to EMT school, going to paramedic school, and going to the fire academy. And that's when we really, decided that's what we wanted to do. Aside from that, we were both Navy fire cadets together as well. And basically they just have a cadets program for kids like 14, 15 years old that are interested in the fire service to kind of open their eyes to what the job really is. And both of us did that together and we both loved it. So I think that's what really drew our attention towards wanting to do that.
Yeah. And then I grew up in the fire service. My dad is still a firefighter to this day. He's been with Miami-Dade County Fire for about 18, 19 years now. And it's just the best job in the world. Like growing up, like like especially like being like the son of a first responder, like you learn to grow up and like you're like dad's not always there for every sports game, for every birthday, for every holiday or anything like that. But like every single time, like I didn't know what truck my dad was on. I didn't know that I was living in Pembroke Pines, but my dad was looking for Miami-Dade. So like every single time a fire truck would pass by, I'd be like, yo, there's my dad. Like that's just what it was for me. And I was like, yo, it's my dad. Like, and it was just the coolest thing ever. And I was like, what better job than to grow up and to be someone else's superhero? Like just be able to, and like I can't sit 9 to 5. I can't work for myself. Like I don't want to do a selfish job where at the end of the day the only person I serve is myself. Like to me that's not fun. And then on top of it, I think we can speak for both of us on this one. We're adrenaline junkies. Like it has to be exciting, it has to be fun. Like if there's not a chance I'm gonna die, like I kind of want to do it. Like, it's gonna be a good time. And it's just awesome. And being able like to go through like all the processes and going through Fire Academy and thinking like anyone who's gone through Fire Academy can tell you like it's the best thing you only ever want to do once. Because I mean, you go through hell and back with guys that are strangers, and by the end, like they're your family, like, they're your brothers. Like it's a different connection when you go into a situation with someone, knowing like, hey, if I go down, this guy's gonna get me out. So it's 100% like I'm super excited for the careers of firefighter, and then to continue the legacy on the family name, like it's a blessing. So we like you said, like this is an end goal. We started this as just a means of like it was literally nothing but just a means of income and something fast and cheap. We could start with a 2-man team and a truck, like that was it. And now it's just turned into something just amazing.
How old are you guys?
23.
24. We're on the same age.
Love it. I'm gonna have to have my kids. They're 10 and 12. I'm gonna have to have them. I'm specifically gonna have him watch this episode so they can see. Because I said it earlier, you're very passionate. It's palpable, your passion for what you do, and you clearly have a love for this. Not only the entrepreneurial spirit, but again, giving back to the community. And it's really refreshing to see that, because I speak with a lot of business owners that have been doing what they do for very, very long, and they get stuck in their ways. And I see sometimes the passion gets lost along the way. And there's certainly no shortage of that with you guys. So I want to go back to the car wash business, because that's kind of what we're here to promote now. And it's funny. I had a couple of teenagers knock on my door the other day. Same thing, bucket, some rags. It's like, hey, can we wash your car? I was like, absolutely. They told me they would do each car for like $15. I was like, yeah, go for it. And then like, can we clean your garage after? They did all this stuff, and I ended up giving them a big tip. And they were so happy. I gave them like $50 for doing everything they did. And you can see their faces lit up. And I said, keep it up, keep it up. This entrepreneurial spirit is more of what we need with our youth today. So it's really cool. So going back to the business, what are some, I guess, tips maybe, or tricks of the trade, or tips you could share with folks? Because there's a lot of people out there that get their car washed professionally. There's some that do it at home. So for the ones that typically do it at home, what can you share with them from the last 6-7 months of doing this? I'm sure you've done tons and tons of cars by now. What are some tricks of the trade you could share with us?
You go first.
There's
a lot. Go ahead.
The biggest thing I can think of is there's always a misconception with car washers, right? You have the people that consider a car wash what it is, and then you have the detailing side of it, right? There's always a different, deeper element of it.
Definitely.
A lot of times when people market themselves as a car wash, they kind of immediately designate themselves with that car wash side, right? That lower quality, $20 will wash the outside of your car and be done. Yeah. Right. With chips, we didn't necessarily think we were getting into that side of it. We always want to be the best at what we do. We want to be detailers. We want to clean the car the best that it could possibly be. Mm-hmm. So we use the company now as kind of like an introduction to what detailing could be. So, you pay for a car wash with our company, we're going to give you a detail. We're going to explain to you basically what it is. And we're going to clean your car the best that we possibly can. As far as a tip towards, your regular household people, it's just, you want to know the difference between what you're getting. You want to know the quality of what you're getting in our details, right? It's not just a basic wash on the inside. We're using paintbrushes. We're painting the inside of your car with all-purpose cleaner. We're using a steamer. We're getting out stains that otherwise wouldn't have been removed with a normal car washing company or with, just a regular car wash. So it's really how deep you want to get into cleaning the car. That's just what determines, the value of our service, basically.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, he said it great. The biggest thing about it is that people call us, they see our phone numbers, they DM us, they text us, they approach us, we give them their card, and they ask first thing like, hey, yeah, well, I really would like you guys to come out, because the biggest thing that people love is they love the convenience. That was a big reason why we chose this, because we're like, all right, we're not going to reinvent the wheel. We're not going to come up with the next big thing. What's the biggest seller in the world? Convenience. No one wants to leave the house. No one wants to take that extra step. Bet, I'll come to you. That's what we did. So we're like, I'll come to you and I'm going to do a service. Leave your keys on your nightstand, unlock it from your bedroom, and I'll take care of it. When you wake up, you have a brand new car in your driveway. Done. If you're at work and you're at the office, hey, go ahead, clock in. By the time you clock out, you have a brand new car. Like we just get it done. And people ask us, how much is it? We have a few different packages. Our standard package or standard detail, full restoration the inside of your car, full restoration the outside of your car. Well, how much? Oh, it's going to be $150. $150 for a car wash, 100%. Well, my neighbor's son could do it for $20. Go ask your neighbor's son. I'm not mad about that. If you don't want to pay my price, that's fine. But here's the thing. Come outside, set up a chair, get yourself something to drink. Sit outside and watch us go through the whole process of what we're going to do with your car. Watch the before and watch the after. Here, we'll give you 50% off. You can even do the wash with us. Get out there, get hot, get sweaty, and then you tell me what you would want to get paid. Because when we started out, I think we were like, we looked at other detailers and we're like, $200. And we're like, get out of here, you're crazy. And then after our first 3 cars, we're drenched in sweat.
Not so crazy anymore.
No, we're tired. And I'm like, how much do you make today? We're like, $60. We did 3 cars. I'm like, nah. I was like, we're not. I'm like, I'm never washing another car for set so price. I was like, we need to go back to the lab and we need to discuss this. And we finally fixed our prices. And even with our prices being where they are now, we've had so many people tell us, dude, you guys are undercharging. Yo, you guys need to charge more. You guys were so cheap. That's why I asked you, hey, how often can I get you guys out here? We have a customer, we're blessed. He had us once, and now he has us wash all 7 of his cars once a week. Like, he's just like, he saw the quality of work. He saw us coming out there. He saw 2 guys, a truck, some buckets, and he was like, you're my guys. That's it. So, I mean, the biggest thing with any detailing company, it's quality, because there's a million of them out there. We've met them. We've talked to them. The biggest thing is quality. We advertise other detailing companies. When they post on Instagram, we post them. We like them. We comment on them. We want other people to succeed. At the end of the day, if you are giving a better quality job, I would rather have you wash that person's car. But our goal is just to be the number one, for sure.
Love it, man. Isaac.
Sir.
You got that it factor, brother.
Yeah, you think so?
You're an incredible. I don't want to say salesperson, because there's a negative connotation around that, but really what being good at sales is having belief and conviction and passion in what you're doing, and being able to transfer that belief and conviction and that passion to other people and inspire other people to great things. And I'm sitting here listening to you, both of you guys really talk. And I'm like, man, next time I need a detail, I'm going nowhere else but the chips.
You know where you're going.
Like I said it twice, I'll say it again. The passion and enthusiasm and joy that you guys both have for what you do,
appreciate that.
It is real, and it's good stuff. I love it. Now, you mentioned earlier that you're adrenaline junkies.
Oh yeah.
Have you been skydiving?
I have.
I have not. I want to.
When are you gonna kick that off the bucket list?
Maybe when Chips hits 1 year and we're on with fire departments and we're settled and things are a little steady, maybe we'll celebrate after we're done with Pro B camp and everything like that. Maybe we'll celebrate by jumping out of a plane.
When did you go skydiving, Caden?
It was a while ago. It was 2018.
Well, you're only 23 or 24,
24,
right?
Yeah.
A while ago. Come on, I'm sitting here. I'm at 44. You're talking about a while ago at 23. Come on, man.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. It was
so basically, when you turned 18-ish, you said, "I'm gonna." I did the same thing. I was in high school. I hit 18. little bit of an adrenaline junkie myself, and I decided to jump out of a plane too. It's a smart idea. It was fun.
Yeah. Why
So,
not? As soon as I'm of age.
What do you guys, aside from jumping out of planes, Caden, what do you guys like to do for fun when you're not out there hustling?
It's our latest craze.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. So, like, I mean, boys will be boys. We're forever little kids, and I think me and Caden get into a new hobby every 2 months. We're like,
Just about,
we send each other a million Instagram reels every day, and it's like, yo, let's try this. Like, this looks stupid. Let's do it. The thing is like, I think a year ago I started playing golf with my dad, and I was like, Caden, you should come out and play golf. And then he bought a quick $100 set of clubs online. Next thing you know, we're out at Cooper Colony playing a tin cup once a week, and we're spending $100 on golf balls because they're all in the water. And Caden's like, yeah, man, this is really fun. Thanks. And I'm like, you want a beer? And he's like, dude, this is a great time. And like, we're just out there having fun. We're always playing golf. We like sitting down, playing guitar, just kind of listening to music, hanging out.
Dude, you're checking all the boxes with me, brother. I play golf, and I played the guitar now for 30 some odd years.
No way. Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Lately, though, Caden put us on. He was like, dude, he's like, let's get Frisbees and throw them into the chains of the park. I was like, disc golf? He was like, yeah. He was like, dude, I saw it. He's like, these guys are just nailing these things.
All right, like, seen some of those videos. It's unreal,
dude. And we went out and we were like, I was like, well, how much is it? Because the biggest thing is money. And he's like, dude, I'm gonna get 3 sets Amazon right now, $20. He got that. He got 3 sets on Amazon a week and a half ago for $20. We've played for 5 days straight. like it's free, it's convenient. We go to Brian Piccolo whenever we want, and it's so fun.
I've never done disc golf, so I have to ask the question. Disc golf or regular golf? Which do you prefer, if you have a preference?
It depends.
Maybe you could sway me. Maybe I'll go out there. My brother's coming to town from New Jersey. Maybe we'll all go play disc golf.
You know, with golf, the biggest thing for us is, every time you go out, you're going to spend, $50 just on the course alone.
Easy at a crappy place too. Yeah, you want to go to a
nice
place.
Yeah. And then you're spending golf balls,
food, maybe a few beers. Yeah, before you know it, north of $100 for a little outing.
100%. 100%.
At a not quality place.
Yeah, and you're going to eat after. You're drinking for sure.
But disc golf, it's free. You just go out and throw the frisbees around.
Yeah.
That is appealing. That is appealing.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing, like I said, is the convenience. Like, if I could choose one, like if I had to give up one and play one, it's golf all day. I love golf.
Yeah.
But you got to book a tee time. You got to get a reservation. Like he was saying, like we literally, like he'll call me. He'd be like, what are you doing in the next 30 minutes? I'm like, I don't know, Caden. What are we doing in the next 30 minutes? He's like, I get off of work in 15 minutes. Meet me at Brian Piccolo. And I'm like, like we just show up. There's no reservation. Like there's no dress code like you have at certain courses. Like golf is definitely superior, but like for the convenience wise and just being able to do it anywhere, anytime, disc golf definitely wins the convenience factor. That's for sure.
See, I haven't been playing a lot of golf. I used to play rather frequently up until a couple of years ago, and I kind of got busy working and stopped playing. But I bought the Jack card at Jacaranda for the summer. So it's like $300, and you could play for $40 every time you play. The problem is I only used it 3 times now. So if you average that out across the rounds,
exactly
paying more than I would have paid if I just played. So I'm always looking for people to go play with. Sometimes I'll get some time off during the week. Like I don't want to go out by myself. It's like I'll go out and play by myself, but not when it's 100 degrees and humid. I gotta have either somebody to play with or better weather to go by myself.
Yeah, it's been hot. It's been hot. And the one thing we've never had to deal with, and this is me being a proud Florida boy, is since we started playing disc golf, I haven't had one group of Canadians in front of me waiting for me on the next hole. I haven't had to wait for anybody to take it on my tee. We've gone out there, never waited for nothing, just easy. We go out there and take the dog out there. The dog runs around. It's perfect. It's great. It's a great sport.
Yeah. I always joke when I play golf, when I do play with friends, I'm a decent golfer, but I always joke, I always broadcast what type of ball I'm going to be using so they could buy stock in that company in advance. The prices are about to go up with all the balls that I lose.
Oh yeah,
full of the lake later on.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I haven't been. I haven't been to Cooper Colony, the range there. It's
So
so
great.
convenient. I mean, I live in Cooper City. You said you live in Pembroke Pines, right?
He's Cooper City. I'm Pembroke Pines. So we're right there. But no, Cooper Colony is great. It's our home course. It's our favorite course. It's also the cheapest course.
Yeah.
It's also the cheapest range. They're open the latest. And shout out Tin Cup. Greatest bar in the Broward County area, greatest food. We love that place.
I had Adam on the podcast. I started this about a little over a year ago, and he was one of the first 10 or 20 guests that I had on the show. Adam, what's Adam's last name? Is it Yansky?
I have no idea.
I mean, it might have butchered his last name. Anyway, Adam's the owner of Tin Cup. Yeah, it's just a wonderful local establishment. Caden, where do you live in the Coop?
Diamond Head, right across from the high school out there.
Nice.
Right off Sterling, yeah.
Nice. Love it.
I grew up in Pembroke Pines, but I moved out there not too long ago. I've been living in Cooper City for a while now.
Very cool. What would be one piece of advice you can leave with folks about, I guess I want to say this spirit that you have, this entrepreneurial spirit? What would you say to, I guess, kids following in your footsteps, or even adults that are kind of stuck, that are looking for some passion, something to do? What would you want to share with them?
The biggest thing is just don't sleep on those dumb ideas. You know, sometimes the craziest of ideas that you think are stupid and will never matter, sometimes those are the ones that actually matter the most. So, you know, if you do have an idea, even if it sounds silly, or, you know, you don't think it'll get you anywhere, stick with it, try it out. You know, at least if you don't think it'll work out in the long run, at least try it to see if, you know, it'll get somewhere. And then you never know. Maybe you'll be rich and successful one day. So,
100%. Yeah. I think so many people, and I'm guilty of this as well, I think we all are as human beings, we're just afraid of criticism. We're afraid of failure. We're afraid to put ourselves out there, and we do have something to share with humanity. And so many people keep those gifts bottled up for those fears. And once you start doing that, and once you start putting yourself out there, and you open yourself up to that, that's when the magic typically starts to happen. That is really, really good advice. And I have to live by that every day, because I speak to so many people that paralyze themselves over moving forward with certain decisions that they need to make. And they're constantly kicking the can down the road. And again, I'm guilty of this as well. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week, or whatever it is. And we only have this one life to live. And I'm 44 years old. I'm like halfway through this journey, hopefully. And it's just, time is so pressing, and I love it, Caden. Yeah, put it all out there. Don't keep it bottled up. Yeah,
absolutely.
What about you, Isaac? What do you got?
So my biggest thing is, like, take criticism with a grain of salt. Like you said, don't be afraid of dumb ideas. You and your boy want to do something, go do it. Just, like, I would rather try and fail than not try at all. Like, at the end of the day, like, why not you? Like, you see all these guys and you see people with money and these lifestyles, go up to them, talk to them. Like, if I see somebody successful out in public or whatever, I'm not going up and asking for a picture. I'm not going up and be like, hey, like, you know, like, I'm not asking for a handout. I want to sit down with the most successful person I can ever meet, have lunch, and just ask them questions. Just let me learn about everything you failed at. My thing is, like, just try. Just try. Like, we put out a video on our Instagram a little too long ago. It's like, people make fun of you and your friend because you guys started washing cars together. It's like, hey, appreciate the motivation. It's like, what did you do? You've been stuck at the same 9-to-5 job since you were in high school. We're in our 20s now, and you've gotten nowhere. Like, yeah, I wash cars. Yeah, I wear a blue shirt that says Chip on it. I'm having a good time. I'm making enough to provide for myself, for my buddy. We can go out. We play golf on weekends. We play disc golf whenever we want. I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, people don't understand the limitations that they don't have. That's the thing, is it's like, why sell yourself short? Like, if anything, make it a challenge. Give yourself a little challenge. Put that sticky note on the mirror. Be like, hey, I bet I can make $1,000 in 3 months washing cars by myself. Try it. The next month after that, hey, I bet I can make $1,000 in a week cutting grass just in my neighborhood. Try it. See what works. Because I've met so many people that have asked me and that have asked him, like, hey, like, I thought you guys were firefighters. Like, I thought you like how did you get into starting a business? I'm like, we just did. It's
that simple.
Like, that's like, just do it. Like, I have all these ideas. Okay, put all the ideas in a hat. Pick one, go.
And just do it.
Go. And if that one doesn't work, go on to the next one.
Do another one.
I promise you, whatever you learned in that 3 months of failure is going to help your next 6 months of success. Like in the last 7-8 months that we've had chips, from the first wash to now, it's completely different. We do everything different. And that's the beauty of it. Like we're having fun. We're learning. Like it started with us, and now we have a team of 4. Like we're a bunch of 20-year-olds, and we have an employee. Like that's ridiculous. Like you seriously, like you just don't limit yourself. Anything you're scared of, go do it. Like 100%, just conquer it. And that's my greatest advice to anyone who's thinking about starting anything. Why not today? Why not you? That's the biggest piece of advice I can give.
I love it. I will say from that perfection is the enemy of progress.
For sure.
So many times when we're going to go do something, we're completely caught up with trying to make sure everything's perfect before we try to do the thing. And that's not how this stuff works. You have to do the thing and completely fuck it up and fail at it, and then do it again and do it again and do it again and do it again. And then through that, you will hopefully get somewhere near perfection, but it never comes out perfect the first time. And people get consumed by that, and they get paralyzed, and they never move forward.
Exactly.
I love it. And it's fantastic stuff. How can our listeners learn more? If anybody's out there like me that has heard this conversation and is thinking, I need to get my car detailed, I want to reach out to these guys. They're doing great work. How could they find you? Maybe share your Instagram. Best way to reach you guys.
Everything. Instagram, you can search us up on Safari, on Google. Chips Mobile Car Wash, South Florida. You'll see the big Chips logo. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the social media platforms. We have a great marketing manager that handles all that for us. She's amazing. And anytime you want, we have a phone number on there. Anytime you call the phone number, it calls both of our phones. First one to get it wins. Like we just every time.
Of course it does. I love it, guys.
Anytime anybody wants to reach out, send that text, send that call. If you want to, we've had people email us, walk up to us. If you see us in person, we're usually wearing a Chips hat. We're trying to get Chips shirts just to be a walking billboard all the time. Come up to us, please talk to us, ask us questions. If you're a detailer out there and you want to start a business, DM me. I'm not here. I'm not gatekeeping anything. I will teach you how to start a detailing business. I'll tell you what I know. It's not a secret. If you want to go out there and do it, who knows? Maybe you'd be better than me. I hope you are. But anyone who wants to reach out to Chips Nation, all you got to do is reach out. We'll answer that phone. We'll answer that text anytime, anywhere.
Perfect. We're going to drop a link in the description to all of your contact information so people can reach out. Guys, it's a pleasure getting the opportunity to meet you both. So thanks for joining us today.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Of course. And thanks, as always, to our listeners. And we will catch everyone next time on the next episode of the Good Neighbor Podcast. Everyone take care and have a wonderful day and stay blessed. Take care.
Thanks for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast, Cooper City. To nominate your favorite local business to be featured on the show, go to GNPCoopercity.com. That's GNPCoopercity.com, or call 954-231-3170.